In just a matter of hours, drivers are in for some major lane shifts on I-70 in Denver. It is the next step in the Central 70 project called the Mile High Shift. It comes after a stretch of the interstate was closed down this weekend so crews could begin demolishing the aging viaduct. Our Connor McHugh is live by I-70 tonight. And Connor, now drivers will go below ground rather than 30 feet above it.
Yeah, Kathy, tomorrow starting at 5 a.m. CDOT will begin shifting traffic off that old viaduct, which they will continue to demolish for the next few months, down 30 feet below the ground in this stretch of I-70 near the Purina factory and National Western Complex. It's going to be a major change, so if you plan on driving through this area, here's what you need to know.
Crews are finishing up demolition activities and are starting the cleanup process.
After a weekend of closures and demolition, the so-called Mile High Shift begins first thing Monday morning for drivers in both directions. That'll mean a trip 30 feet below ground.
It's going to be a gradual decline into the new lanes of I-70, so it's not going to be very dramatic, but obviously new aesthetics.
Stacia Sellers with CDOT says there will be 3 lanes in each direction, all between Brighton and Colorado Boulevards. Long term, there will be many more, along with express lanes and an overhead park connecting the Elyria-Swansea neighborhood.
We just need to get traffic into this configuration so that we can start to demolish the I-70 viaduct, which should take place for the next 4 to 5 months, and then we'll start to excavate and build out for the future eastbound lanes.
The shift will also come with some permanent closures, including the eastbound off-ramp at York and on-ramp at Steele Vasquez. Another closure on the eastbound Steele Vasquez off-ramp will last about 8 months.
Brighton and Colorado Boulevards are really going to be your detour routes for some of those ramp closures in between this section.
Sellers calls them temporary inconveniences for major improvements. In a stretch, 200,000 vehicles travel every day.
We're seeing an increase in population in Colorado, so we need to build out to meet the demands of traffic.
Now, CDOT says it is expecting a 1 to 2 week learning period for people to adjust to their new surroundings on this stretch of I-70. Their best advice before going out is be mindful, follow the speed limits, and make sure to not be getting distracted while checking out all of your new surroundings. Live in Denver, Connor McHugh covering Colorado First.